Hello Lightworkers! In this video I'm going to tell you how you can transmute suffering and pain into love and light. And this is a mind exercise and it does take great focus and a strengthening of the mind. And so this isn't something that you are going to be able to do right away. You are going to need to practice at it. And I love to refer this to the example of working out in the gym. If you go to a gym and there's a heavy set of weights, your first day you are unlikely to be able to go and just pick those up and start lifting the heaviest weights. You have to work at it and you have to work up to it. So I really encourage you to stick with these practices. As light workers, we have many gifts, and this is available to all of us light workers. Now, each gift, there are many gifts, and light workers will be better at some than others, but we all have this gift available to us. And so I encourage you to practice it. My name is Vanessa. I'm a light worker, a healer, and I'm here to help you. So the first method that I'm going to tell you about transmuting pain is your own pain, your own suffering. And there's a really good exercise that I came up with in healing myself that can invoke the same healing in you. And that is to think of anybody or anything that you have anger or resentment for, because this is a really common emotion. So it's probably going to be easy for you to come up with something, somebody or something that evokes anger or resentment in you. And anger and resentment are surface emotions. And what is underneath that anger and resentment, if you really dig beneath the surface and you keep figuring out what's below that, you will find sorrow. You will find great sorrow. So what I want you to do for yourself is to invoke this feeling, focus on the sorrow part. So I want you to find the person that you're angry, or the thing, it doesn't have to be a person, the person or thing that you have anger or resentment for. Dig below it and get to the bottom where you'll find the sorrow. And I want you to feel that energy of sorrow in your body. Not the story. We want to make sure that we don't involve the story. That's the ego, and the ego is not going to be involved in either of the methods that I'm going to teach you how to transmute suffering into love. So you're going to focus on the sorrow in your body in a meditative state, and you're going to breathe in the sorrow, and you are going to focus on love in your chest as it's coming in. So you're going to breathe in the sorrow, focus on the love, and the more that you can get this part, so this is something you have to work on before you even start this, is to be able to exude love from your chest. Some of you will be better at this than others, and it is, again, like a muscle. So you have to breathe in the sorrow and allow it to be. Allow yourself to feel it, the sorrow. And then as you are holding it in, you focus on the love, you love the love. And when you're breathing out, you're exhaling the sorrow and you're releasing it. So what you're doing is you are changing the sorrow. You are allowing it to exist in your body and you are feeling it. You don't have resistance to it and you are aware of it. And you are breathing love and light into that, and then you are releasing it. And you're going to keep this up, keep this up. And what you will feel is you will begin to feel the sorrow dissipate and disappear. And this has happened to me many times, and through intense feelings of sorrow and betrayal through a certain individual. So this is the healing that I have used myself, and it is powerful. And this is the way that you transmute any pain and suffering that you have, is that you allow yourself to fully feel it without the story. You allow that energy to exist in your body and you allow it to leave. But when you're doing it in this way, it's just a focused mental activity that you are doing to heal yourself. So that is the first way that you can transmute suffering and pain into love. And the second way is a Tibetan Buddhist practice called Tonglen. And this again takes a lot of mental focus. And what you're going to do is similar to what I just said, but now we are taking the focus off of ourselves. In this practice, you can do a version where you are looking at yourself. So there's a state of you in meditative state, and then the part of you, the side of you that is in pain. And so you could do that. But for the majority of this is a way to actually get yourself off of the thinking me ego side of the brain that we have, because most of us are just by nature focused on ourselves, me. But to achieve the Buddha-like mind and heart, or the Christ-like mind and heart, whatever you want to call it, we need to be able to also hold space and consideration for others, all others. And this is another good thing that this practice does. So you are going to imagine a person, or you could be sitting next to the person, or a group of people, or the whole world. And what you're going to do is imagine the pain and suffering from wherever it is that you are wanting to help. And you are imagining it as a black smoke. And you're going to breathe it in. You're going to breathe in the pain of another or others. And then you are going to same thing, transmute it, feel the love in your heart, and breathe out love. And you can even do it more specifically. So say you choose a group of people that are starving. So you want to heal people that are starving, and you want to transmute this pain. So what you want to do in any case, whoever you choose, is you want to get in this person or people's shoes as best you can. And you really want to allow yourself to feel the suffering. And this scares people. People are afraid to do this. So this is going to take a trust from you to know that this is going to be beneficial to you and to others, and that it isn't going to harm you, because people are really afraid, and I don't blame you, of this suffering. It's scary. People often have a hard time, and that's why they look away, because it's horrific. But what this exercise can do is, like I said, it creates a closeness with your mind to that Buddha-like mind, that Christ-like consciousness, where you actually can hold the space. We all can. Lightworkers can hold the suffering of all the world. We are strong enough to do this. So don't be afraid of the suffering. And this is going to, the more that you do this, you will be less afraid. So you're going to breathe in, we'll use the example of the starving people. You're going to breathe in the suffering of that. Imagine what it would be like to live this way. And you're going to breathe in that black smoke. And then you're going to transmute the compassion, all the compassion that you have in your heart for these people, all the love that you have for these people. And then you're going to breathe that out and send it to them. And you can even imagine this being food that you're sending. Okay? So you can pick any person, any group of people, any different thing, any subject that you would like. And while there is a lot of disagreement on whether this actually helps people, there has been many documentations of extra sensitive people who can actually see and witness this exchange of the dark and the light. And so there is a lot of supportive information to say that this is helping others, and it is helping you, that's for sure. It's helping you create a more oneness connection with the universe, connecting you to all others. And this is a vibration that you are putting out, an intense intention of healing towards others, which whatever you put out into the universe comes back to you. So this is greatly beneficial to you, and I strongly believe to others. If you can imagine, if an extrasensory person can see this exchange, the pulling of the dark and the sending of the light, of the love, I do believe that this is our vibrations that we are sending out and that are going to touch these people and the collective. And we must remember that we are all connected. all of us. So there's a collective energy. So if you are putting out healing energy into the world, that is a wonderful contribution to the collective. Exactly what we need is this compassion and love and healing into the world. So I encourage you to work this mind muscle. There is much healing for you to have doing this. We have to process pain. We cannot allow pain to stay stagnant in us. And if there are painful situations that arise and come up in our life, and we don't heal them, we don't process them, and allow that energy to be in us without resisting it and pushing it away, because it stays there. It doesn't leave until we do this healing. We have to go through the pain is the way to heal from the pain. We can't cover it up with bandages. We can't turn away from it. It just doesn't go away. It will exist in our body as energy blockages. So yes, work your mind muscle and practice that first exercise I said first, because you want to do as much healing on yourself first before you begin doing the whole world healing or big groups of people healing. But both exercises are very powerful for you, powerful for your own healing and your growth, and to raise your own consciousness and to connect you to the universe, to connect you to your purpose as a light worker. And also beneficial to the collective, because you are contributing a huge vibration of healing out into the world. And that is exactly what we need. So I love you so much. I can't wait to connect with you soon. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button and the bell. And I can't wait to connect with you soon. Thank you.